Cali Muscle just got his second chance. Why don't you let his second chance be yours? Yours right now. Coach Greg and Cali Muscle has a heart attack, but luckily he has a second chance. He's still alive. He made a video talking about his heart attack. And if this isn't the last straw to break the camel's back to tell you, make sure you make the smartest choices, then I don't know what it is. Like, what would it actually take? Okay. So Cali Muscle, I did a natty or not on him in the past, and I speculated that he's probably not natural. And we don't know for sure, but I would say it's likely.
So the summary, Cali Muscle, not natty, eats a bunch of shit food half the time, is still more shredded than Coach Greg.
Not gonna say if he's natural or not, but I'm just saying, you look at his physique and having that much muscle, it's possible that he might have taken things to aid in getting that physique. And those things can, in fact, cause problems with your heart, especially as you get older.
For years, man, I had a problem with edema in my feet and ankles. And, you know, I was younger. I didn't think much of it or whatever.
Now, he says it was an underlying condition, and I do believe that he probably had a problem with the heart, maybe as a younger age, as a teenager, he said, okay? If you have this and you take things, it's going to make it even worse. If you don't have an underlying problem, probably going to, over time, build up and possibly make you die younger than you would have. So I'm not trying to be hypocritical because I've abused steroids in the past. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my life and end it sooner. We don't know. But if you're at a young age right now and you're looking at all the people who are passing away, you got to think twice about what you're doing. Now, Cali Muscle, he's saying he ignored the warning signs. Now, this guy, he had swelling, edema of the ankles and feet, and he does explain in the video that that can be a sign that there's maybe something wrong with the heart. And he said it was worse around bodybuilding competitions using diuretics. He said he uses 200 milligrams of caffeine a day for bodybuilding to help him be lean. I don't think that 200 milligrams of caffeine is really dangerous, that it could cause heart problems. For most people, you know, check your doctor, but caffeine is in fact a drug and it can, you know, boost your energy. It's like a stimulant, so you never know. Even something as simple as coffee, who knows? So be very cautious. But I can tell you, I've used a lot of diuretics over the past. Extreme levels of dehydration for both powerlifting and bodybuilding, probably more than 99.9999% of people. I've done and cut weight for more shows than almost anyone. And I've never actually had this swelling and of the ankles and all this kind of swelling problems. So maybe I'm just super lucky and have really good genetics that allows me to do that. Maybe you're not. So you got to be careful with the diuretics, everything can cause a problem. So, you know, be cautious.
Being a tough ass, you ignore people saying that, like, man, I ain't got no heart problems or nothing like that.
So as Cali Muscle is laying in the hospital bed, sending out this important message, and he's doing this to warn you. He's doing it. A lot of people are saying, yeah, you guys are just capitalizing on trying to make money off of this. And it's like, yeah, you're going to make money. People watch a video and you make money. It's just it's just going to happen. But at the same time, you can try to make money and try to help people at the same time. I think people forget that. They think that just because you're making money from something, that it doesn't mean that you care. When I was a school teacher, I wasn't paid a lot of money, but I still went to school to make that money teaching kids. It wasn't like I didn't want to help them. I didn't mind getting paid to do it, but it's not the only reason you're doing it. You can do two things at the same time. Whatever your job is that you do doesn't mean that you don't like it just because they're paying you to do it. So just because we make these videos, and yeah, we're going to make some money. People are going to watch the videos. Don't want to take that away from it. But which doesn't mean we don't care. So some people just forget this. They're such bad haters. They hate on everything you do.
Make sure you guys take care of your health, because as we just saw, RFP Shad Roden. Some people.
So think of this. Cali Muscle is in the hospital bed, awake and telling his story. Sean Roden is not. He's basically losing, he's crying. He can't contain himself because he just got a second chance at life. And Cali Muscle is being told that Sean Roden is no longer with us. Imagine that feeling. He's in the hospital bed and he's crying. Imagine he's been told you have a second chance at life. Sean Roden did not get that second chance.
Some people don't get a second chance, man.
My father recently had a heart attack and he's in his 70s. Luckily, medical attention was there right away and helped him, and he's alive. If not, he wouldn't be. So get checked. Get checked. Go to the doctor. Kali is saying he had underlying issues. He would go to the doctor and they would talk about stuff. You know, this is maybe slightly off. Not going to happen to me. How many people say this? It is not going to happen to me. Almost everyone, especially when you're young. When you're a teenager and you're young, oh, that's those old people. That's not going to happen to me. You're young and you do anything and you make stupid decisions. And then later in life, that's when you regret it. You're not going to regret it that night, that day, whenever you decide. You're going to take PDs. Does it seem like something you should do now? It seems like the great choice. You want to get the muscles. You want to get the body. You want to get your dream physique. Is it worth it? Is it worth trading in years, decades off your life to look a little bit better now? And guess what? Even if you get that dream physique, you're still not going to be happy with yourself. Getting muscles is not the way to be happy. It's the journey to get there. That's fun. Enjoy going to the gym. Enjoy training. I'm going to go ride my bike. I crashed on my bike. I have a broken elbow. I'm going to go and ride a stationary bike because I like it and I like to be fit. And it's not about having a dream physique. It's about the pleasure, the joy of actually being in shape and being fit and knowing that you're doing something good. So when you take PDs, are you doing something good? What could that decision make on your body, on your health? So if you go to the doctor and you can get all the blood work you want, but if you don't do anything about it, do you know how many people I know that go to the doctor and they go and they say, oh, I have great blood work and I'm old, I'm 46. I have friends, they get their blood work done. I know people, I coach people. They get their blood work done, it was good, 20s, 30s. Then all of a sudden it's not so good. And they rationalize it right away. It's not that bad. Blood pressure, mine, it's about 110/70. It's pretty good. Others, it's 140/90. Well, that's not so bad. It's just borderline. But wasn't it 120/80 last year? Yeah, but then it's all of a sudden it's 150/95. Well, it's only a little bit, but I was probably, nervous that day. I was at the hospital, white coat syndrome. I was a little nervous. 160/100. Geez, I should probably get off that D-ball. Yeah, I'll just stop that and I'll take this instead. Oh, I know. I'm going to come off. I only do 500 milligrams a week. I'm going to come off now. I'm going to come off and do 250 milligrams a week. I'll come off for 6 weeks. And I'm like, I'm doing 140 milligrams of test a week as HRT prescribed by a doctor. And you guys are just blasting and taking 500 milligrams. And I'm not saying 140 is safe. I'm saying that's what my doctor has prescribed for me. That's what I'm taking. Doesn't mean you should take it. So don't think of that. But people rationalize that it's okay. They go to the doctor, they see all the warning signs, and they don't do anything about it. Are you a bodybuilder and you're just so desperate to look that certain way, to fit that certain mold, that you'll take anything and anything? Because I am telling you right now, if you start taking PDs, it's going to be hard to stop at that dose. I have done it. I never thought I would ever use growth hormone. When I first did my cycle, I'm going to just do a little bit, just enough to put on a little bit of muscle, and then I'll be good. I'll just get Pro Card and I'll be happy. And you get a Pro Card and you're like, man, I would love to win a pro show. I want to make it to Olympia. There is no end. You might take it to do the local show. Then you want to do the next show. To get abs, you die. And once I get abs, I'll be happy. No, you keep getting bigger and you're going to want to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's never going to stop. So be careful. And no matter what that doctor says, you are going to rationalize it and say, it won't happen to me. Won't happen to me until it happens to you. Then you'll make the change. Why make it happen to you? Why not allow it to happen to other people? You've seen it happen to other people. Pretend that's you. Cali Muscle just got his second chance. Why don't you let his second chance be yours? Yours right now. Be proactive with your health. That means to do something about it before it's too late. Knowing in advance that something could happen, do something now before that thing happens.
I just think it's been an underlying problem since I was a teenager that just never got caught.
Okay, I gotta end the video. I gotta work out the heart. You remember the most important muscle in the body? That's more important than the biceps, the triceps, the elbow bone that you can break on a bike ride. All that stuff, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. The Rock knows it doesn't matter. What matters is this is fit. You need your heart to keep beating. That needs to keep you alive. You can lose your biceps and you can still be alive. So please try to be healthy, be proactive with your health. Go see a freaking doctor. If you think that there's something maybe wrong, and when that doctor tells you something, don't say, oh, it's not going to happen to me. Do something right away. And I can tell you, one of the most important things you can do is to exercise and to lose weight. And it doesn't mean you have to lose all the weight. If you can just lose 10% of the weight that you have. If you're 200 pounds and you're overweight, lose 20 pounds. If you're 300 pounds, lose 30 pounds. That can make a huge difference in your health. So please go out 150 minutes of cardio a week. Try lift some weights if you can. If you can't, whatever. But at least try to get some cardio in and lose some weight. Put the fork down. Try to eat healthier. I have cookbooks, training books, coaching plans. You can get those from me and my team. And by the way, click one of the bloops, watch one of those, get the Harder Than Last Time supplements. I have those. And yeah, it's in the video, whatever. Still want you to be healthy. And until next time, I am out.